Okay, we are recording. So this is like the Halloween episode that some of us decided to dress up for. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. Alrighty, so let's roll for our lovely recap.
Recap roll!
I forgot to open roll 20.
Oh, excellent. Oh, I'm safe! Oh, baby! For once.
Uh-oh.
Did you really unfocus again?
Oh, let's see. Maybe it's me this time.
Huh?
Oh, it's looking like it's gonna be me this
There
time.
we go. It
Been a
is.
bit. Been a hot minute.
It has.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
Oh no,
roll
we
off.
died.
The top got to roll off.
Come on, they want me to log in.
I know.
Verto strolls in at the last minute, rolls a 1.
That would be
I
funny.
wasn't even there.
Time.
But I wasn't even there for like most of the session.
Oh yeah, Verda probably can't really.
Dude.
No, yeah,
Do a
she should have
proper
rolled.
recap.
Ah, damn.
Alright, Mr. DeVito. Let's
Spin us a yard.
Wow.
spin us a yarn, Mr. DeVito.
Ah!
Whoa! That was sharp.
This was
Like, sick. This is slightly uncomfortable, but that's okay. Freaking. So many ties on this thing, it's crazy. Here we got Gazif, not Gazif. Oh, there he is.
my God.
You're all good, man.
Patty, I'm gonna tag you to do it because I'm still fumbling around with my costume and I just remember a lot of stuff happening.
I can do it.
Oh yeah. Spin us the yarn.
Alright then. So, are you recording? Make sure we're recording?
Yes, we are. We are recording.
Getting audio and everything?
Yes, audio and everything. Thank you for reminding
Okay,
me.
good. Just double checking.
I appreciate it.
Alright, so here's how this shit went down. So, we woke up, and we were all in cages. Well, except for, our two wizards, because we left them behind.
We were nets.
Yeah, but anyway, us four woke up in cages. Gazif was having a bit of body issues, because, he was apparently out of his territory. And, let's see... Zeroth ended up fucking up the ship by summoning his weapon, which, oh boy, that did some major damage. He got us all out of the cages, which was awesome. I could not really do anything because, well, it's a cage, and I didn't really have any of my stuff on me. We grabbed our shit, and then shit started going down rapidly as the ship started to crash. And then it crashed into a mountain. Thankfully, we escaped with our lives, and as we ran away, it exploded. And now, we are back in... For some reason, my brain is just applying Taldore for some reason. I think because I was recently watching Vox Machina.
Western Telbaris.
Yes, Western Telbaris. Thank you. I knew it started with a T. But yeah,
And
now we're
we
back
are
in
down
Western
to Gazif as
Telbaris.
well.
Yeah,
Back in
we
where
are
this
down
party
Gazif
started.
as well. Yep. And that's everything that happened in the last session.
Alright. Well, since then, this... you all had dove from the wreckage in this small little ravine-like area right underneath the high peak of Mount Vamor, diving out of the way and trying to find as much cover as possible as the airship erupted in flames, bursting and scattering debris and wood and like metal bits everywhere. You all had taken some damage, you're all looking pretty hurt. And Gazif is nowhere to be found, of course, as he did disintegrate at one point, which was unfortunate as he crossed over the border
Verdant.
of Western Tavares, the Verdant, correct. So, Alex, Stigander, and Zeroth, you all begin to pick yourselves up, looking around the wreckage of the trail of these trees behind you, as you did crash into this fairly well forested area and left this trail of wreck behind you with the falling ship. So as you guys just pick yourselves up and start looking around, it seems relatively still. I'll have all of you guys roll a perception check, please.
Perception check. Let me just open my character sheet. Damn you, waiting. The character sheet is being slow to open. Alright. Perception check. Ooh, I'm good at these.
17. Okay. As you're all
Oh shit, yay!
nice. As you're all just getting your bearings again, you're all ripped apart by this scattering, gigantic grenade-like eruption. And as most of you are at least half dead, you have a very hard
Grenade or
time
Michael
tuning your
Bay-like
senses.
explosion?
What'd you say?
Grenade or Michael Bay-like explosion?
More like Michael Bay, actually. It's probably more like that. Although the debris would make it a little bit more grenade-y. Stigonder, you're just trying to pick yourself up, get to your feet. You smell something. Here, motherfucker. Oh, look at me. Thank you. Look at me! As you're trying to pick yourself up, and you're sniffing the air and listening. You, in the distance, hear the sound of something shifting, like plates of a carapaced creature, and the sound of crab-like legs skittering along, mixed with the sounds of earth being ruptured and snow being cast aside.
Out of a crash into a freezer. There's something that way. I gesture in the direction of the sounds. Sounds insecty or something. I don't know how to describe it. It's that. He's just like he is very injured. Like he's barely able to stand.
Not looking good.
Yay!
Yeah, very much not looking good.
Is there any chance with that description, since I am from the area, that I would recognize whatever creature that would be?
Yeah. This is the sound of an insectoid creature in a very heavily frosted and, chilly area. Sounds like this carapaced, snow-burrowing, worm-like monster with an incredibly heated body. That sounds very much like a Remoraz, if you will. Strong, mandibled jaw that can crush a man pretty easily, and a body that if anyone were to touch it, they would potentially hurt themselves poorly, very badly.
Fun!
And do I recognize where we're at, right?
Yes.
For the most part?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
You know where you are.
I'm gonna help Stigonder up. And then just kind of like, we need to... Would I recognize kind of what's nearby? Like, would I recognize like the towns that are nearby and how we'd get there?
All you can see right now is you look back past the trees that have been torn down. You can spot in the very, very far distance on the horizon this glimmering purple light. This radiant beacon of purple energy. Like a soft sunrise glow, but persistent and not moving.
I'm just gonna tell Stigonder and Alex that we need to go. If this creature catches us, we don't stand a chance against it. We need to get out of here.
I'm gonna be better myself.
Alex, were you gonna say something?
I already did.
Sorry, didn't catch it.
I said, Zeros, the expert.
Yeah, agree. Let's go. Oh, my ribs.
And I'm gonna start down the mountain the opposite way that Stigonder motioned that the creature was in.
Okay. Start heading down the mountain. You're moving generally in this sort of... It's hard to see because it's so large, but you're heading in a southwest direction. Moving towards the very valley of this valley. The lowest point.
The valley of the valley?
The vertex of the valley. The low vertex. As it is... As you're moving down...
Valleyception.
Then you start to hear it, Zeroth, as you're moving past the wreckage of this burned, destroyed, massive ship. The rest of you start to follow. It's freezing, frigid air. Your ears are, like, they feel like they're full to bursting with that wonderful sensation of changing altitudes really, really rapidly. And as you start to descend downwards, you hear from behind you a sound that runs shivers down your spine. A war horn. That of which you've heard only a long, long time ago. One that sounds extremely familiar.
God fucking damn it, what is it now?
I'm gonna pick up the pace. I'm not saying anything, I'm just picking up the pace.
Okay, I need all of you to roll stealth checks.
Stealth checks. Oh no. Oh boy.
Bad.
Oh dear.
Bad.
Zeroth is panicking. He is in a bad state. Oh shit.
I'm wearing a heavy armor, that's bad. And I don't have... Oh,
7, okay.
Is-
Okay.
Oh no!
I'm doing barely better than... barely better.
Zeroth,
And I have no stealth.
you turn and look over your shoulder at a quick glance. And on the ridge, standing above the wreckage of the ship, you see a giant creature. This hunchbacked worm with blue plated chitin all down its back and all down its front. These huge frills out from its sides and giant pseudopod-like, what am I thinking? Like insectoid legs planted into the ground. And riding on its back on a saddle made of this sort of hard, blackish looking leather is a very powerfully built Goliath. Scars all across his face. Wearing this full scale armor and wielding a giant longsword on his shoulder. In his other hand, you can see this war horn that he drops to his chest. He is this hulking menace, and the sight of him fills you with a sudden, unimaginable dread. Around him, you can see maybe 5 other Goliaths, all riding astride like these almost wolf-like shapes, though more goblin-esque, as these other individuals seem to be astride wargs.
Yeah. Stigator does actually give a little growl seeing the wargs. He's tangled with these things before. They're not fun. Not
Do I
fun at all.
recognize the one on the worm?
Oh, absolutely.
Also very disrespectful to his heritage.
Does he see me?
They're like not wolves.
You can't tell. Can't tell if he sees you yet.
I'm gonna keep pushing
Definitely doesn't see
Alex and Stagander. I'm gonna keep pushing Alex and Stagander along, and I'm gonna be like 5 feet behind them, but still going with them, and just kind of looking over my shoulder over and over again.
Yeah.
You see the Remoraz descend down the cliff, and this shape quickly dismounts, dropping to the ground. The thud. And as it looks down into the snow to your footprints, and then looks up in your direction, you're sprinting and moving as fast as you can, being as quiet as possible, but those footprints are going to lead him right to you. You lock eyes with the man you hate the most. You see him snarl, spit to the side, click his tongue twice as the Remoraz skitters up next to him, grabs onto the saddle, mounts it again, and begins to take off towards you.
Oh shit.
As soon as he's within range, I'm turning around and heaving Corvos at him.
As he gets closer and closer, you hear this building up yell, this warlike cry. And as you turn and you throw the spear, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah. We are not in the shape to do this.
I'll pull
Not
us over
even
to our...
remotely.
Even though you guys aren't in the
We
same
are
location,
not
I'm going
in
to
the
drag us over to the map. Also, why can I not pull this down?
Yeah, like, at least for some kind of reference, but holy heck, we are not in the shape to do this. At all.
I have 9 health.
Oh, this is going to go great, you guys.
I have 3.
As you see the shape of Ravek Thunukalafi. He gets a really shit roll.
Sounds Greek.
I try to get shittier.
Kinda
I
does,
got
right?
shittier.
Alright, Stagander, the other version does not need to be here, whereas... So Alex got a... We don't have Gazif with us because he's dead. 15.
Fucking 3 HP.
This is gonna go good.
Good lord.
Sorry, did you say... Were you saying something, Gazif?
You can always just sprinkle dust in the wind.
What'd you say?
I said you can always sprinkle dust in the wind.
That's true. That's true.
The
Alrighty.
fuck does that mean?
Zeroth, you're first. Ooh. Hello.
I'm only seeing 2 things here. What's going on?
Let's zoom out a little bit.
Where's everybody's... Oh, where's everybody's...
Where's
This is
everybody?
this is not a good reference, as you guys did like take off down the hill, but you can imagine
Yeah,
these
this
guys
is
are
just,
chasing after you. As in, only Kravik seems to be going after you directly.
Well, I said I'm heaving Corvos at him.
You did.
Can I rage as I'm throwing
Where are you
Corvos
two
at
on the
him?
turn order? Where are you two on the turn order?
Zeroth and Alex. Oh, it would be Alex first, technically, because Alex is a ridiculously high dexterity. So I guess Zeroth, if you will do that in just a moment. But Alex, you can go first because you do have dexterity bonus that is higher than his. So you're a rogue, I believe.
Alrighty.
Rogue sorcerer.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and cast darkness on myself. Then.
Okay, excellent. So this cloud of
Wait,
magical
no, cast
shadow
it on him. Cast it on him.
erupts around Alex. You guys are all engulfed in this blackness.
You could have probably cast it on him. Then you would have been literally blind.
Well, yeah.
This is the way we're going here. You want to retcon that?
Are we trying to fight him? Or
No, we're trying to get the fuck away. We are in no shape to fight.
Because Zeroth is like,
We've tried to run the fuck away. We are not in the shape
I'll
to
cast
fight.
it on him instead, and I'll
Yeah.
yeah.
Live to fight another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is honor in running away because you get to fight another day.
And I'm gonna cast it on the bug
The
creature.
Remoraz? Yes.
He could get off, but because we're on foot and would be way ahead of him anyways.
Yeah, you're way ahead. So as you point backwards and this tiny little black bead erupts, sending this shadow everywhere, engulfing him in this globe of shadow. Absolute pitch black.
So I gotta stay within 60 feet to keep it. Actually, no.
You just have to be within 60 feet, and then you can run as far as far as you want.
There's something. Where is it? Oh, I don't have it. Never mind that.
Okay. You are sprinting and running as fast as you can, getting away, and suddenly this darkness erupts. Zeroth, as you fling your spear, suddenly all this blackness appears out of nowhere. If you are rolling attack for that, I will have to ask you to roll with disadvantage. Although you can rage if you'd like.
He threw before.
He did, but then the darkness. Well,
Oh. Because he technically initiated the
he did.
combat.
Sure, I'll let him just do it. For
Yeah, I'm not gonna rage. I'm just gonna throw it.
Sure. Go ahead and roll attack. This will not be at disadvantage as you did technically initiate the combat.
28.
28 hits by a lot.
Jesus Christ. That's wow.
10 points. As you throw the spear and it
And-
sticks into him, it kind of just shakes it off a little bit. Well, it doesn't stick into him. It grazes his shoulder, more like. But then the spear rockets backwards, propelling back towards you. Anything else?
Yeah, movement. I am. No one's within reach of me. So with movement, I'm just going to bail.
You're bailing. All right. Kravik is going to continue, but you hear the snarl from within the cloud of darkness. And he is going to have to make a perception check to try to see if he can hear where you guys are going. Rolls a natural 1. Okay, Stigander.
Get on all fours, run the fuck away with
Okay.
all 70 movement.
I need everyone to roll a stealth check. That was the quickest combat we've ever had, and we're not going to really perpetuate it because this darkness spell might have just saved your guys' asses.
I mean, I have to
Yeah,
stay close enough to
Ooh,
keep
I
it
like the
active for a
costume.
little bit. So once they get further ahead, I'll then dash up.
Awesome.
So
Uh,
Here,
Would
another
I know
stealth
how
action.
close-
Let's see if this. Please,
From
please,
where we're
please,
at.
please, please.
From where I'm at-
Considering he's a.
Go ahead, Zareth.
Would I know how close we are to the nearest town?
Oh, you're far away from the nearest town. Absolutely, very
Okay.
far away. You guys are, well, if
Me
you
and
count
Zareth
Goliath
took low
towns,
roll.
you're probably a little closer, but not like a civilization like that.
Glass towns aren't gonna like me either way, so.
Most likely not. Alright.
Me and Daryl throw our roll. Starting with those things that take the heavy armor. It's not good.
Okay. You guys begin to sprint, and your breathing becomes heavier and heavier. You're trying to keep quiet. Alex drops back a little bit more so that he can keep this darkness spell up. Though, Alex, you start to realize that this Remoraz is going in a weird direction. It's not following your trail as well as you would have, well as it would have hoped to. So as Stigander and Zeroth rocket away, you hang back, and as your darkness spell fades, you see this giant figure, this Goliath, with a sword in hand, looking around, doesn't see you, kicks the side of the Remoraz, turns it around.
We will be back.
And then he starts to go back up the hill. You guys have escaped. You hear from, as he's moving away, you hear the sound of him calling out to his people.
Call the Horde! The boy Forsaken has returned.
The boy.
The boy.
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 All right.
Off
Boy.
topic, but I don't know how rare it goes around with this thing. I've hit it on. In the past, like 2 seconds I've had it on, I've hit it on 500 things. What is this? This is not
You just gotta
effective.
get
How does
good.
Vera do this?
You gotta get good.
You gotta live
Now
with
you get a
it.
shorter new thing.
Okay. And as you guys continue to move, you're panting, and you eventually regroup. What do you do?
Oh, fuck my ribs. Just kind of flops and it just then remembers, oh wait, we're running. My ribs. Fuck.
There's no towns nearby. I would know Taruscan, where Taruscan's at, because I've traveled there before.
Well, Kingsgate is the closest.
Yeah, well,
But small towns, Taruscan is... Taruscan's here. You guys are here.
Cormyrnos is...
That is a
Cormyrnos is-
castle.
Yeah, that's just a
That is-
castle. We're not going to be able to get...
That's your castle. Yeah.
Oh,
Although-
yeah.
Technically,
Well,
I'm the
actually,
only
no,
one who knows that.
Yep.
Alex would be the only one that knows that.
Would I know there's a castle there, though, because of the location? Just
Yeah.
not know
Yeah, you
whose
would.
it
You
is?
know this location very well.
Alright, there's a castle nearby. There's Kingsgate somewhere. Taruscan's super far away. I don't know if we can get to any of them before we all just pass out.
If memory serves me, it was 30 years ago, but I believe we got ownership of the castle, the original Dawnseeker group.
The castle?
Then we should probably go to the fucking castle.
Well, the help, yeah.
We didn't really
Yes.
spend much time there because we literally got it, and then Vox Mortem happened.
Are there beds?
Fox, what?
Ex-mortem, yeah.
The thing. Yeah. Anyways,
It's been a bit since I was in Western Tilbaris. The fuck is that?
Assholes.
it's a law that targets adventurers and yeah.
Asshole.
Singular.
That's
Asshole law.
I see. Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah,
Ow,
yeah, and it
ribs.
was Jester came in and activated it after mind controlling the king, and it was a mess.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you know the Jester rights to Gondor. I mean, you worked for him.
Vaguely. I more worked for. It was just a one-time thing, and it was. Well, we saw the guy that basically hired me, that diamond guy.
You're still a bastard.
Was it the guy with the staff?
Yeah, fuck you
Did
too.
the weird wavy nausea stuff?
What?
Never mind. Anyways, so are we trying to look for a cave real quick? Because I would presume that the castle would be at least a couple days away.
I have a little trick that should mend us up a little bit, but it won't get us to full yet.
Whoa.
You gotta get us to full up, but it'll be a little. It could get us up a little bit. As
Maybe
I
we-
will use lay on hands on the three of us to give us each. Let's see. I have 45 points. Give us each.
15?
Oh yeah. It's
only three of you.
Give us each 15 HP.
Cool. So you
So,
each
yeah.
feel reinvigorated as Stigandr moves over and
Yeah.
begrudgingly helps
Just a
you
little.
back.
Yeah. That'll put you all back at your number plus 15.
Yeah.
0 on the hands for the day.
Maybe we go cave and then either castle or we try to make our way to Kingsgate.
Oh, Kingsgate has that law against adventurers. Probably the castle.
Air everywhere has that law against adventurers.
Yeah, technically the cave we're fixing to go to has that law against adventurers.
Technically.
And the cave has a law against me in particular.
Well, we need to rest somehow. Rest, recuperate, figure out the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, I think cave is probably the best bet for now.
All right. Who is helming the investigation for the cave?
I
will
nominate
come-
Xeroth because he would know the area.
Sure, I'll give
Yeah,
you
I'm
advantage,
familiar with
Seraph.
the area.
Roll survival with advantage.
Thank goodness for advantage.
Yeah.
Not 20.
Oh, nice!
Yeah!
Okay. Within about 10 minutes, you found your way to a small cave, hidden behind a little outcropping of trees. As you know the way and you know this place, you kind of know where you're going, the good spots to hang out or hide out. And as you clear away some snow and push your way inside, it's a small little fragment of safety and a fracture in the wall of this mountain. And as you guys descend into this cave, are you long resting?
We could probably just short rest.
Yeah, we could probably just then just short rest. Because like I'm still good up on all my class resources besides lay on hands.
Because we were, for the most part, fully recovered after resting in the cages. Then we came crashing down
Did
and
a lot
lost
of damage.
pretty much most of our HP. We are exhausted though. But I think we wouldn't exactly be able to get rid of it laying down in a cave. We'd absolutely want to try and get to the castle Kors Mirnus in order to get rid of the exhaustion.
Yeah, I think short rest is probably the best bet. But especially because we can do short rest while people are taking watch.
Alright. So you guys settle down and begin to wind down for a moment. Our vision shifts and we pan away. Hundreds and hundreds of
I
miles.
really just took off the mask.
Hundreds of miles across Tordant. And we go back the outskirts of the hidden valley of Winterpold.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Hidden Valley Ranch. As Verda and Karu, you guys are sitting here about, what is it, 3 or 4 days before this happened? So we're moving back in time as well.
For some reason, that long rest felt a lot longer than it usually does.
Yeah. Alright, for those of you guys who are short resting, feel free to roll hit dice, do everything you need to do. And for the rest of us, Verda and Karu, you guys are standing around this glyph-like circle on the ground once again. Figuring out where it's going and trying to trace it.
If anyone is expecting me to combat or something, D&D Beyond is being stupid, as per usual. My computer is also being stupid, so that's the microphone's for, and also I might not be able to open my character.
100,000 technical difficulties. It's fun.
Yay!
Right. Well, so we just rested, I believe, away from the glyph.
Yes.
So I'm sitting there we didn't light a fire. We definitely did light a fire. It's cold, so we lit a fire on some glade of trees or something. I'm sitting there poking the embers, and we've been discussing. Robin, huh?
You almost lit a pipe.
Yeah, I almost lit the pipe. I wasn't allowed to do that though. because it would make it smell bad in this hut. But so Berta,
Yes.
we can't stay here.
Yeah.
There's no way we're going to
Okay.
survive. We're far too squishy to survive here on our own. We've got to get
what?
back to a place. We're too squishy to come. We have to get back.
Squishy?
We have to get away from here.
Okay, that makes
Yes.
sense. No shit, Sherlock. Let's go. How much money?
The chances of us. Much money do I
book a
have?
flight.
I don't
We need
have
to
much
book a
good
flight.
here. Book a flight. What's that mean?
Squishy asses to New Mexico or something.
Well, yes. I'm thinking we need to get back to Western Telbaris. I don't believe that we're going to see our party ever again. They're likely dead. There's no way that the Canon Ween would have let them live. So we have to get... No way. But I believe we can get back to Telbaris because I know of a couple of places where there are portals, and I've just learned a portal spell. So... But I think it would be beneficial for us to stay together because at least the two of us have double the spellcasting prowess than one, you know?
Yeah, it seems like a good idea. Not
If you
sure
wish
I
to
approve
split
of your
ways
methods
with
of
that-
spellcasting.
Indeed, but if you wish to split ways with me when we get back to Telbaris, feel free, but for now I think it's beneficial for us to stay together. It's been good working with you for the time being, but I think we're going to have to find a way to survive until we can get more protection. We can't obviously allow the Jester to carry out his plans, but I don't know how we can do anything about it individually or even as a pair. There is a problem, however. The places where the portals lie in Telbaris, all of them are destroyed except for one. And that one is in the middle of Kingsgate, under the nose of the Jester. And it seems a suicide mission to try to go back there.
Huh. We could move to
I see no
Antarctica.
Can you think of any other magical portal in Western Telbaris? Have you ever seen one?
Fenris!
Verda, you've never been to Western Telbaris, like outside of Corinthia, which is the place you currently are in, and Kingsgate. You have not been here very long because you spent most of your time in Eastern Telbaris, where you currently are. That was where most of your life was lived, so you don't have much of an idea of where another portal could be.
All right, Fenris, I have a question for you.
Yes. Shithole country.
How recently did she come over to Western Telbaris before she got sent back over to Eastern?
Pretty recently.
Yeah.
Because
She
it's
got
like
kicked out of an entire...
I've had 500 years and I only just came to Western Telbaris.
Yep.
Wow, I'm a genius.
So, is that what was the name of the castle that you guys are heading for? Was there a portal there?
Maybe. You guys never actually visited the castle.
You
Nope.
didn't?
You've never been there before.
Oh, damn.
I'm
thought
pretty
we
sure
had
we were
it
there
set up.
once.
Were you there?
We were there.
Did you actually
We
go
did.
there?
We
there.
went once.
I think we went there
did.
once, and then Deathcap ordered a renovation.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The cash.
He was the only one to do it.
Right,
Yeah.
yes, yes it was. That was correct. Let me see, where's
So,
this?
we've been...
He actually has been to Cormyrnas.
Right, we've been in Cormyrnas. Now, I can't recall, but was there a portal to go from Cormyrnas to...
Yes, there's a teleportation circle at Cormyrnas.
So we can actually just... I believe that Karu would know this. And so that's the plan that comes to mind. We're going to try to teleport into Cormyrnas, which is a stronghold of our own. Which makes sense for us because We won't get our butts handed to us. We're not quite so under the nose of the jester, you see? So we can go there, we can stockpile on whatever we need, and then the plan is we believe that the party's gone and we're never going to see them again because they're dead. So we're going to go back.
For 4 days.
and
They show up.
Huh?
We pack for 4 days. They show up. We're all like, oh wait. Just kidding.
Exactly. So I'm going to try out my new. We're stepping out into the open now. It should be daylight, and I'm going to cast a spell. And which I can't seem to find here. Why can't I find it?
Teleportation circle?
Yes, but I can't find. For some reason, my D&D Beyond is acting up.
I think everyone's D&D Beyond is acting up right now.
What's going on here? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's because I know why it is. It's just because of my size of my screen, probably. Yes. Spells. I'm going to cast Teleportation Circle, which I'm going to do. Okay.
All right.
So I step up from the evergreen trees out of the hut. Hey, Berta, what does the hut look like?
I already told you it's like a shabby thing. It's got like a bunch of holes in it. It's probably made of flesh. I don't know. It's not great. It's not looking great.
Right. Okay. So I step out from under the weird flesh flap that's on the door.
Flesh hut.
Apparently stepping out into the snow, but they're out of nowhere, right? Because we can see the flap inside, but not outside. There's nothing you can just. It's completely invisible outside. So I walk out. Snow is falling off the branches of the evergreen trees, and I don't know if Verta follows me or not, but I go out into a small opening where it's approximately level, and I begin to take some phosphorus powder out of a small pouch and try to, as carefully as possible, start to trace approximately a 6-foot diameter circle, and then a smaller 4-foot diameter circle, and then a bunch of runes between the two circles. And then, using a small flint, I try to ignite the phosphorus, and after spreading a couple of other spell components, and it starts to it first of all ignites and then remains glowing purple.
Ooh, nice.
It's
And,
too cold
so-
out and we all just sneeze all over it and it blows away.
Yeah, right. Well, I called Verta. Verta, you know, we've got to go in here, but you got to go at the same time as me because we don't want you to end up in the limbo or something.
Verta's been
So I come
following
over,
you on all fours at the time.
I pick Verta up by the scruff of her neck, and I'm holding on to her so she doesn't wander off in some crazy fashion. And I forcibly jump into the portal.
You jump through the portal.
Thinking of the core Burnos target.
And as you
What
leap
happens?
through, again, it's with what these like teleportation things, they feel very odd. You get squished, flattened into this cosmic little bead that shoots across eternity. As you're shunted through space and time, you feel yourself pop out, and both of you topple to the ground, a stone, cold, hard ground.
Hangovers.
You find this. Let's see. A small chamber around you. Right behind you is this blue glowing circle of teleportation magic, and many suits of armor standing around this circular room. At the back of the door, or the back of the wall here, directly across from you, is this strange looking door. It's got like a handle next to it that looks more like a lever. And besides that, there are no hinges that you can see.
I see.
The room is dimly lit by this like glowing effect coming from these rubies in the pommels of these animated armor's swords. Because you do realize that these are animated as they begin to shift slightly on their own. They don't seem to react to you though.
Didn't know Deathcap ordered those. That's real swanky.
So it's reasonably cool in here, but it's dry, which is a nice change. So I dust some of the snow that was on my shoulders off onto the ground. Looking at the pommels of all these things, wary of the fact that they're standing there at attention, but at any moment could somehow become activated and come after us. I move very slowly and tentatively. I don't know what... I look over at what Verda's doing. She seems to be on the ground, sort of doing her disoriented thing. What are you doing, Verda?
Let's see.
Oh?
I'm currently like shaking like a dog.
Yeah, shaking up like a dog, which is what I would expect. So, no, afraid that she's going to get a little bit too active. Yeah. Afraid that she's going to get a little too active and trigger these things. I sort of briskly, at an increasing pace, but carefully, keeping an eye on the pommels of those swords, move toward that lever, because I could spot it. I spotted it. Now, worst case scenario, I pull the lever and we get attacked, but whatever. Pull the lever.
Wait. This looks like a puzzle.
As he pulls the
It
lever,
might be a puzzle.
this wall pushes back and pulls up. And you stare out into an open banquet hall, covered in dust, cobwebs in the air, stretching between pillars, ceiling like rafters. You see this large dining table and gargantuan fireplace directly across from the door. You see many tapestries also hanging upon the walls, except for the ones at the back of the walls. On either side of the chimney of the fireplace are these large windows, under which are two doors that both lead into this small chamber.
Well, Verda, welcome to Kor Mirnar, our home away from home. I walk past, like, looking at, using my finger on the table, looking at some dust, and it's sprinkling it away like this. I say we use that fireplace. Enjoy a little bit of... Hey. Beggars can't be choosers.
No, I like
You go over past... Huh. I figured you might. I go over and I'm looking around to see if there's anything that would burn. I do notice that there's some of these decrepit chairs are broken apart, so I take one of them, start to break it down, and put the broken chairs, try to pile it carefully into the fireplace, and then use firebolt to light a fire in the fireplace.
As you toss these ruined chairs into the fire, this little small spark of fire shoots out from your palm, and it goes up and starts to burn, simmer.
I look around to see if there's any chair that's not horrible.
Yeah, there are a couple of chairs around.
Good, I take that chair, I bring it over, I sit it next to the flickering fire, and I begin to take off my boots in order to warm my feet by the fire. It's been a long time in the snow.
Has.
Verda just sits in front of the fireplace. Directly in front of it.
Punch there.
Blocking the flame.
Perfect. As you guys are sitting here recuperating, Karu, you just sit back and it is good to be sitting down with your feet to the fire, relaxing. The air is
also
still
good to
musty.
not be
Feet to the Verda in the way of the fire.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not at all. I'm fully expecting Verda to do something weird to my feet.
I would never.
But I'm not.
Feet.
Thank goodness.
Your ankles, maybe.
It's been a lot. All right, so Verda. What's that sound? There was a sound. I was sitting there. All of a sudden, looked over to the side because I heard something. I realized it was a bat flying around the rafters.
You guys need to call pest control.
Actually, no. I need to collect some of that guano. That stuff has some excellent properties. You do realize that spell components can be useful. Yes, material components of things carry arcane properties. You know, it doesn't have to just be a bit urge that creates magic. You can use the incredible harmony of the elements. Guano even carries this stuff. Very rich in phosphorus. I actually used it for that. I was precisely using that to try to fuel the teleportation circle we just used. It doesn't have to necessarily be just like an urge that creates magic. You don't believe me?
What do you want me to do with that information? What are we thinking?
Now I want you to some bat guano.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, that's
I can't really imagine
excellent.
you doing that, but okay.
Well, I don't have spider claws.
Karu clicked bat guano.
Right. So here's the
All
little.
lizards are crazy, just different types.
You see this vial, right? You see how it's glowing a little bit green, right? See, that's. You can bring this up. It will detect other bat guano. See, I'll give it to you. You spider climb up there. I point up to the rafters, and you'll find deposits. If you put the bottle near them, it will cause them to glow like this. Now, you just take a stick, this little one. I hand her a small, like, little spoon-like thing. I can't remember a word for it. Where you can take it, just put it. Don't touch the guano. You'll pollute it. You put it inside the little vial, and you cap it off with this small cork. And you bring it back to me. When you filled the vial, come back down again, and I'll show you what you can do with it.
You don't want me to like lick it to test if it's guano or not?
Don't lick anything. No, don't lick it. That will ruin the guano.
That's a bad
Really? Guano?
Ruin it. Right. Exactly. I don't know where your tongue has been.
In my mouth, thank you very much.
You need very, very pure bat guano for spells. You can't pollute it with anything. So it's essential that you do not touch it. When you get it down here, we're going to turn around and we can purify it further with the flame.
Use the
Go on.
spark there to
Seriously, go.
it just like scuttles up the wall with the fork in her mouth. The spoon thing. Only the handle, don't worry about it.
Within
Like-
very short period of time, you're able to find some deposits of bat guano.
Guano.
Yes. Doesn't take very long to find some of it.
What kind of bats are there?
The big ones with the eyes.
Big ones. Western Talbarian fruit bats. Why would they be here?
Watch out, old man. I told you you needed pest control. Nobody listens to Verda.
Come on down.
I'm busy.
Okay. So I'm taking a small dish out of my bag. There's a small silver rounded flat dish with edges where the edges go up sort of a slight angle on the side where sort of you can put it and the chains go to it and the chains come up and they become a balance, and so I can weigh it, and I have sort of there's a whole setup. He said weights in order to try to figure out the appropriate amount of material to put in, and then a small pot where you could heat these things.
Batshit casserole?
Setting all this up. Batshit casserole, precisely.
That's what we're doing. Alrighty.
Nobody that Karu wasn't batshit crazy.
Yep. That's perfect.
He really does love his batshit. Yes. What better way to spend time with Verda?
Yay!
You spend some time purifying your bat guano, showing Verda the ropes, like, this is where this thing goes. This is where this thing goes. Verda,
Right, exactly.
You're like, I'm not retaining any of this. This is so boring. Why does anyone care when I just do it, right?
Wizard
Yeah,
parenting
right.
be like,
Yeah.
So you see, after the heating and putting of various things in, all of a sudden the new, freshly white bat guano that you have gathered starts to glow green, like sort of like a glow stick, if you would, and then it gets put back into a clean vial and capped off. Now we have enough to cast several spells. This is excellent. All of these wonderful things can be found around you. You don't have to rely entirely on these urges. There's many more spells possible than just ones that are done by sort of arcane ejaculation, if you will. There's more. Yes.
That's the way to describe it.
Haru! In
500-year-old lady.
500-year-old gremlin, more like.
Let's see. Do you need anything repaired? Is any of your equipment broken? I'm going to attend to my staff.
Are you presuming that I make flimsy wares? I make all
No.
of my equipment.
Okay, well, it would be a good time to try to work on repairing some of it and getting it ready for.
Vial of bat guano, so if you want to repair that in frustration at the boredom of this class.
Well, tomorrow we're going to need to collect all sorts of things here. We need to somehow pack up wares to be able to sneak our way out of this area, because we should be to the north of Kingsgate, and that's the stronghold of the Jester, and so we need to somehow carefully get out of this area. The plan would probably be to move north.
Okay.
And sort of slowly our way toward the Tower of Fel, which we did before, but we couldn't see, remember. Ravisack and places like this, we might be on the lookout for us. We have to probably stay in the mountains and not go toward main towns. I really don't know exactly where we'll head, but because remember, Vex Mortem is probably entirely in force here.
Yeah, which one's north again?
Really?
Yeah, I forgot which one's north.
Bring her over to the window. Look out there. What do you see?
Earth. No, not Earth. The other thing. Planet.
Above the mountains, in the sky, what do you see?
The moon.
Right, close. That's good. The moon, that's a good start. Now look this far to the left of the moon, that far, 2 points, 2 degrees south from there. What do you see?
That ball thing.
That is the South Star. The South Star indicates the opposite direction to north. So
Yes.
point
alright.
yourself that way. Directly behind you is north. You see, that's how you can find it.
Okay. Alright.
How do you navigate for 500 years without knowing this?
I mean, I didn't really have anywhere to go particularly, so it was kind of just like, walk that way, find some spell books.
So
Eat a
inefficient.
sheep, maybe.
Unbelievably
Probably
inefficient.
not. Actually,
How could you survive? How did you not get killed?
by whom?
Anyone.
I don't feel like directions save your life from humans.
Information saves your life. History saves your life.
I know history, kind of.
Oh,
I
excellent.
had 500 years. I got kind of bored. I've got like 2 degrees in microbiology or some shit.
I don't understand. How could you possibly not know history being 500 years old? You take it too intuitively, I imagine.
I mean, like, some guy killed some other guy, and then a war started.
Fair enough. If that's the case, do you know any, you remember Telbarian history?
I know. Yeah.
We have to do something about this jester. We need some clues in the history, some clues in the lore that will allow us to bring him down. I know not enough, I should say, about these playing card kings, and again, now we're in a situation where I have no idea.
They all sound so fun.
Yes.
The Jester, the Playing Card Kings. They just
All I know now is maybe what we can do is leave here via the portal. This will be a good place to rest, I guess. It's a little bit dangerous since it's under the nose of the Jester, but maybe the Jester would never suspect us being here. We can continue to portal in and out of this poor Myrnas. We can go to other places. I don't trust the Octad any longer because of the way they've been behaving. And the consolidation of power is dangerous. The fact that the Octad, if we were to go in there and they found out that we had the Staff of Stars, they would definitely try to take that. So I feel like we're unable to trust them. I only wish I had the body of Deathcap. We could at least bring his body back to where and bury it at an honorable location where he was, his homeland. But we can't do that. I really don't know where to go. We need some kind of help. We need some muscle. Let's see. If you were an adventurer and you were hiding from Vex Mortem, where would you hide? We need to go find other muscle. We need people who can fight. People who can fight like our old party could fight before their demise.
And as you
They're
say
very
that,
civilized.
Karu, we're gonna pan away slowly. And we're gonna change settings completely.
Complete. Oh, it's Delia!
The sky is a deep, unsettling crimson.
What's going on?
As the entirety of the landscape of Kingsgate has been ripped asunder, the western half covered in this deep crimson magma. And risen out from this magma is this gigantic spire-like ziggurat. Astride this ziggurat is a dragon, huge, crimson scales, with these majestic horns spiraling outwards, with 3 golden red eyes. This creature lording over the land, snarling and waiting. And Icterus Palace, which had once been a beacon of hope, now stands as a symbol of failure. With 3 radiant mage pillars into the sky, casting this purplish glow over all of the city. A glow which seems to keep this dragon creature from forcing forwards. Although, every day, this landscape is wrought with battle and conflict. There is a no man's land in the lower city, where no one is safe, and battle and conflict are inevitable. We find ourselves in an old, broken-down tavern in the middle district, Keykeeper Square, right under the nose of the leaders of the Canaan. This amazing... Thank you. This small, decrepit building has been maintained barely by an individual older than most that are still alive in this place. Grevkin, his name is. A hunchbacked old creature of a man. And as we pan inside, there are only maybe 5 or 6 people in the interior, along with a bard, hammering away at the keyboard of a harpsichord, trying to keep the spirits as high as possible. In the corner of this tavern is an individual with flaming red hair, leaning back in a chair, rolling a coin along his fingers. Hugador. You're sitting, feet propped up, waiting. You're sure that they won't find you this time. You're as relaxed as you've ever been. Got a drink right next to you. You're in a place that no one would ever want to go. And you're finally able to slow down. Take a moment. Relax. And then one of the doors swings open. And stumbling in is a small little dwarf who sprints over towards your table.
She's here, now, she's coming. You gotta run fast. Get out of here as quickly as you can. She's not gonna stop. She's got your trail this time.
This figure is panting. Oh, you're muted, dude. There we go.
So after hearing that, I'm gonna like put my feet down, sit down, kind of look like this, and then literally go like this to him.
Nice.
That's so good.
What? I missed
Which
it.
way is
What?
she coming from?
She's coming from the south. As quickly as she can, she arrived by broom. Flying like a witch.
So I'm gonna go dig in my pocket, pull out 2 coins, put one on the table. Thank you for that info. And then, as soon as I begin walking, I'm gonna look at the bird. Hey, you said your songs sound like shit. As I walk out, hopefully causing a riot.
You turn, you step out into the streets, just wiping your mouth, and you hear the sound of indignation from this bard as he turns, affronted, towards the dwarf. As you step out into the streets, thunder booms, lightning flickering across the sky. You look around. It's a funny day for rain. You see dozens of flying imps being met with a rain of arrows in the sky as the battle, never ending, continues. You wonder, where can you go? And what are you doing?
Knowing that she's coming from the south, I'm gonna go ahead and head east, and I am gonna continue. I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast thaumaturgy to imitate the sound of a bird fight, just as loud as I can from the spot that I just left.
Nice. Okay.
And I'm gonna randomly, like, I'm gonna the bird fight with thaumaturgy, shout out, damn you, Hugerter, with my second thaumaturgy. Just keep that on a loop.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. You slip away into into a couple of alleyways. The streets are barren, as they always are. And you hear the sounds of this ruckus and this violent battle going down inside this tavern. And then you hear the familiar sound of this strange, whistling, airborne object. You're confident you'll be fine. You've evaded this for so long. And as you're heading to the east, closer and closer to the center of the Jester's influence. Your travel is uninterrupted for a moment.
So I'm literally just gonna shuffle a deck as I'm walking down the streets.
Cool. So you're walking down the street, you're shuffling. See, kind of glance to the side a couple of times, and you notice that peeking out of the window are a few confused individuals, citizens. As very few people make it up to the Icter's Palace in the higher district. But as you step through and underneath this arch, you notice around you are several guards. Or what you would call guards. Creatures afflicted with the blood scourge. The outbreak has gotten worse. You're not worried. You keep shuffling, you keep walking. And then you feel a tingle down your spine. And everything stops. You freeze. You hear the sounds tutting behind you. walking down the street, shuffling a deck of cards. Not very original. Not even for you.
What can I say? Almander bless me, or she just hates me. What do you want this time? And like, I have my back facing her. I'm trying to sound cocky, but my face, I'm sweating bullets.
We want the brands. You can't run forever. We need them. And you will pay them.
Caught me too. You get your brands? Come on, like, do I look like I was running away?
It's been 7 years. 7. You've evaded it for so long, it's built up. They're asking for 76,000 now, Hugador. 76.
Damn, what was it last time?
Don't know, it's inflated so many times I've lost count.
Let's admit it. You like the chase. You love coming after me, and I love looking at you. That's why this deal's never been off.
To be honest, you've gotten unoriginal recently. To be honest, it's becoming less and less interesting the more it goes on. I'm thinking I'd rather just end it.
Come on. I know you, if anything, probably got a little job for me like you did last time.
Not this time. This time, you're coming with me, or I'm taking you in cold.
I don't like waking up cold. I only like it when I drink heavy and then wake up someplace else. Avoiding somebody's husband.
Come on. Not everything's a joke. I'm threatening you with death, and you're joking about drinking and cheating. Do you have the money or not?
I don't have the money. But Vex Murden is back, and adventurers are bounty.
This again.
Nasir, calm down. Wasn't there a group of adventurers that left not too long ago? Knowing my luck, I'm probably gonna bump into them, meet them, lure them back to you, and you collect your bounty. My debt's done, and you never have to see me again.
Or I could kill you, bring you back, and we could scrounge around in your family history for some more things we could use to sell on the market. We could find some way we could sell off your corpse to one of your many haters, or many of your adversaries. I'm sure they'd pay a lovely few brands for you.
Not 76k though. Not 76k. It looks like a whole lot more work killing me and doing all of that than letting me do my thing. I've evaded you 7 years. I can get you the money. Look. One of them had a legendary item that you guys were after, right? Let's say, my luck, I come across these guys. I ran from you for 7 years. You see me, you blink, and I'm out. I can probably bump into them. You know what I mean? I can probably take that item.
As much as I hate this and all of this, I have recently... You know what? I have an ear for lies, you know this. I know when you're telling the truth and not. It's always a simple thing for me. If you'll do this, maybe you can settle your cost. Because unfortunately I've recently received word that, or at least today, There was activity up at the castle. Lion Rune is interested. That castle hasn't been inhabited in a very long time. It's very unlikely that anyone except for its owners would know of its nooks and crannies, of its portal. As you know, things like this don't simply slip under his radar, even with Asgard Sorzoth and his predicament. He doesn't have he can't spare anyone for this. But to have someone knocking at our back door is not what we need right now. So, the Jester needs me to stay and be his lackey. I can't deal with it. You can. But I can watch you. You take them back. If you bring them before him. If you do this for us, drop the sentence by 15,000.
See? You know what? I'm not really in a position to go ahead and counter it. So, deal. I'll take that little bet.
Shake on it.
I'll put my hand out and shake.
Shake
But
her hand.
any additional gold I find inside that dump,
That goes to
I
us,
might
naturally. Unless you find that keeping that and spending it on more alcohol is going to help your predicament with the cost, which I doubt it will.
you know, I know this is your favorite shape, but sometimes you can go ahead and be really cute when you're being a boss.
Oh, shove off.
I'll go. It's not like I'm gonna find anything else down there. It's gonna be just an empty old castle. Knowing my luck, I'll probably get killed by exploring ruins.
Oh, I
Then
hope
your luck
so.
will be better.
That'd be great.
And you begin to head off. Ducking through alleys you've known fairly well for a while. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be fun. As you eventually skirt past the Baccarat Haven, once a mine, now serving as a refuge for afflicted individuals. You slip out the back gate, unguarded and unmanned. You begin your journey north. And there, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back. A couple of things I want to address. We will return in just a moment. Alrighty.
Ooh.
What an intro! That was fun.
Yeah.
Alright, here we are. Once again, picked up the recording yet again. We are continuing our way. Picking us up once again with Hugador.
Huge.
Yeah, we're back with you, man. Alright. So, you begin walking along this trail. Are you still shuffling your card deck?
As long as the trail looks smooth and easy, yeah, I'm gonna shuffle.
Looks pretty easy. As you continue to walk, and you continue to push on, moving ahead, it gets harder, it gets steeper. We're gonna go back to here as we have to continue back. It will take you quite a while to make it up to Kormirnas. Possibly a day at the pace you're currently traveling. But you can make it there.
If I had some coins, could have made this trip faster. Wow, my soul. Oh my god.
Keep moving, heading up the the steep slope. The mountains getting closer and closer. At this point that the sun is dipping below the horizon, it's getting darker and darker. There are no people out and about right now, obviously. This whole entire place seems so devoid of life, even though there are trees, bushes, birds singing. But it doesn't bother you. Keep moving. Eventually you make it into the mountains. And as you keep moving, we're gonna pan back to Karu and Verida. You guys are sitting in the castle, warming yourselves by the fire, pondering. When suddenly, Karu, you notice out of the window a structure, something in the sky beginning to descend downwards, out in the mountain ranges, coming down quickly in billowing smoke.
I look up and say, what the hell is that thing?
We have a fat guano. I wonder if we can make pancakes.
Oh, don't eat the bat guano. It's shit, for crying out loud. Anyway, so I run up to the window and I'm looking at this. I'm trying to see if there's anything. I'm looking around for anything that looks like a telescope or something. Rummaging around in my own bag to see if there's any sort of telescope material, but there's nothing. Something is barreling down the mountain, something in flames.
See a huge black sail caught fire. Several sparks of electricity shooting off of it, lighting up the sky. As it descends.
Can I make out what it is?
It looks
any idea?
Very familiar. And as you peer, I'd like you to roll a perception check.
Okay. First check of the night for me. Here we go.
Stupid mask.
Hello.
16. Looks like the ship. Definitely
Twice.
Like
I
the
see.
ship.
The ship. Those kinds of ships. It's one of those ships, those airships, and it's come down.
Gott in Himmel.
It's a. All of a sudden, Verda's German. Huh.
That's funny.
One of those airships, and it's gone down. The Hindenburg.
Oh no!
So, yeah. What are we gonna do about this? I don't know. I'm just keep watching it to see what's going on.
Do you want to get in, like, the tub?
What? It's a strange
Nice
offer.
Relaxing view.
Yeah.
Some champagne. Make some
Okay.
pancakes.
You can't have pancakes made of poop. No. Sorry, it's not happening. Anyway, one of those ships has come down. I wonder how frequent this is. And then it occurs to me in a moment of horror that this ship could have our friends on it. Verda, what would make a ship go down?
Idiots cutting holes in walls.
Exactly. And where do you think we'd get such a store of idiots from?
You?
Our muscle, that's who. I'm sure that they brought the ship down. So that's either the end of them or maybe...
Would it be idiots? It's our idiots.
How far away is that trek? Can I estimate how far the travel would be to get to that mountainside?
That mountainside, you're looking at, with the rough terrain, you might be looking at about a day and a half of travel.
I say when we leave here, drat. If we have to leave here, you go by and check the wreckage to see if there's any signs of life. Maybe they survived it. But I can't tell. It looks like a pretty nasty crash. But it almost seems like this... It almost seems as if...
It's like the...
They may have survived it. And one can hope. Then it would be very helpful if we could find our own party rather than having to scrounge up another one.
We could go on Yahoo.
What's Yahoo? First you're talking about flights, now you're talking about Yahoo? What are these words? Such a strange creature. Gather me more.
Do we... How are we gonna get over that? Okay. And is it really worth it? They're probably all dead anyway. I'm not a necromancer, by the way.
We have to go north anyway, remember, to get out of here. And we're certainly not going south toward Kingsgate. But I turn around and I look out the window. Is there other windows facing outside that I could see down to Kingsgate here, or is that not possible?
Yes, as you push through and you start to move over, you eventually ascend up the stairwell of a tall spire, which gives you a good view as you look down onto the horrifying sight that is the ruins of Kingsgate. This
is
yeah, it seems to have been dissected, or bisected, I suppose, into two districts. One completely devoid of life, swallowed up by this magma and raucous and spreading flames with this giant dragon perched atop of it. And the other flooded with this purplish light and energy, keeping it steady and alive, protected.
I can see all that from here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't,
Can't see the dragon, but you can see a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going there.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going there anyway, but it looks like it's in ruin. Something awful's happened.
Hope your grandmother didn't live or something. Actually, you probably don't have a grandmother at this point. You're like so old.
Yes, you're right.
Probably older than I am.
I'm not older than you are. Species
well,
age at
you're
different
kid, then.
time. Huh?
From now on, you're kid then.
Okay. What's your plan? What should we do? We're certainly not heading south
Walking.
now.
I
We
mean,
need to gather supplies first.
didn't
we
we
have
have
this
like
back.
4 days?
Hmm?
What did we spend the last 4 days doing? Purifying bat guano?
That's true. You probably already packed, didn't we?
Probably.
on the back guano.
We packed because we don't. There's not that much background to find. Unless we're like a backpack full of
it's a
background.
That's a lot of bat guano.
I've made it into TNT, so we made it into explosives. What's the chance I could have made some bat guano into explosives?
With your current set of tools, not having like alchemy supplies or the proper stuff, like you can have the guano, but it's gonna be kind of tricky to build like a bomb when you don't have the proper materials to craft such a vessel for such an
I was gonna make a
explosion.
Dead.
backpack bomb to use to bring down any. Anyway, I'm just joking. But
Backpack
all we
of
gotta do
shit.
now is get. Right. I don't have a backpack of shit, but we have gotten everything that we some supplies for traveling north from our. So I must have noticed before the wreckage down in Kingsgate.
Yeah.
But now the only novel thing is to look out here and see the wreckage on the mountainside. And I think, what time of the day is it now?
Right now
Must
you're
be
looking
night.
at night. Yes.
All right, so. But I think it's. I feel compelled to go quickly. Try to get to them, but I don't know about departing into these woods at night. It's too squishies.
Not
Maybe tomorrow we'll head up that way and just to check out that wreckage to make sure that. See if we can confirm that our compatriots are demised. Confirm our compatriots' demise, maybe.
Good idea.
Yeah. Stay here and keep the fire running for now.
All right. As you guys stay, get ready to rest. Night slips along. Hugador, the night is long and you are trekking along, and time passes. You all rest up. And we're going to pan back over to our other crew. As you've finished your short rest in this cave, you're planning to move on. What are you guys doing?
Would we be able to see the castle from where we are?
You would not be able to see the castle from where you are, but you know in what... Well, Zeroth knows what general direction it would be in.
Okay.
I'll relay the kind of the direction towards it, just so that way if we get split up, they know where they're heading, and then start heading out.
Alright. You guys begin moving.
Following along.
As you start to walk and continue forwards, you hear some sounds of ruckus from behind you. Quite a ways back, but it seems as though this party of Goliaths is still on your tail. It's just a matter of how fast they can search. There is some element of haste as you guys continue moving down the hill, going away as quickly as possible. I need somebody, I'm assuming Zeroth, to roll a survival check with advantage. If it's Zeroth, it's survival with advantage.
Alright, I got it then. 19.
19, pretty good.
Okay, 19.
19, alright. You spent so much time in these mountains, so much time exploring, so much time just immersing yourself, that you know every single twist and turn. You know where you're going, how long it'll take to get there. As you head down, begin to move towards the castle, leading your party along. Look back, you see torches in the distance, little pinpricks of orange light. Search party. But you continue moving, spending a day walking. Until finally you come around the bend, over some of these smaller rises, see the castle, stretching into the sky. And right before it, these two figures walking along, one of them dressed in patchwork leathers that seem to be made from some other creatures than would be expected, and the other a more frail, oldish-looking gentleman walking with a staff at a decent clip. Zeroth, you recognize that this is somehow Verda and Karu. Though you're not sure quite how they're here.
Can I still see how far the search party is from us?
Yes, at this point you've probably left them fairly far behind. They can't
Okay,
cover that much ground.
I'm not going to yell out or anything. How far are Verda and Karu from us?
They're about, say, a mile-ish off, but you have a vantage point, so you can see a little bit better than they can.
Alright, then I just want to keep heading that way.
Alright. Continue to lead your party, and eventually, Karu and Verda, you guys are moving along as you've rested and you started to to continue going out in search for your party. I need you guys to both make perception checks.
Gladly.
7.
Okay.
Perception.
Perception.
23.
23. Okay, Stagander, you're all set. This is for these guys trying to see if they can see you.
Ah.
I need a perception check to find the perception thingy. Oh, I rolled a 1.
Okay, so you guys don't actually notice
2.
the rest of your party members as they start to move towards you. So eventually, Zeroth, Stagander, and Alex, you guys crest over the hill, and you see Karu and Verda. You are moving. You're trying to get there as quickly as possible, see if they're alive, and then you see them standing on the crest, looking down at you.
We're
Is that what I
bitches.
I'm gonna look down at Carter and just kind of throw my finger in front of my mouth, like, quiet. And then just I'm just gonna kind of like a circle motion with my finger and point back towards the castle. Like, regroup, castle, quietly.
Hey. I say to Verda, that means be quiet.
Oh. I was literally
Signal
just asking
quiet.
that. Thanks.
I have a feeling they're being followed.
Ah, that's nice.
See, if they survived, others survived as well.
Huh?
Others who are, let's say, less than hospitable to us.
What are you saying? Being too quiet.
Enemies. Tan and Muin.
Is Karu
Being-
walking yet?
Yeah. Karo
If he
is
wasn't- If he wasn't, I was gonna have Zeroth do the walking on his, like, the hand out with the walking with his feet, like,
Yeah.
walk,
Yeah.
middle finger, castle. Go to castle.
I'm turning and walking, yep. But also looking over my shoulder once in a while. I don't know if I can see Stagander.
You can.
Probably.
I'm a little puzzled by that.
I remember us having a
It's-
giant wolf
It's kind
guy.
of hard to miss the 8-foot tall wolf man.
Well, my eyes, I'm old.
No excuses.
Hmm.
I still have like a 45 walk speed, and I'm 500.
That's funny.
So I'm walking along, I was like, why is that creature with them? The creature that unmistakably we just had a giant battle with before they left us.
Are any of them like?
And
druids?
where is Gaz? They didn't. Gazef must have died. I'm just chattering to myself to Verda while we're walking.
Pancakes.
You're still thinking about pancakes. All right. We'll have to make pancakes.
Yes.
You just because you saw the large pan. I know that. I've been thinking the same thing. But guano doesn't contribute to the desire to eat pancakes. At least not for my.
Fair. Doesn't really contribute to my spellcasting wishes either. But
So we continue to walk.
All right. You guys keep going. Eventually, you make it back into the courtyard of Keep Cormyrnos. As you step inside, you start to hear a sound you hadn't expected to hear. A noise like whistling coming from the trail leading up to the castle.
New party mode question?
What did you say? Whispering noise?
Whistling.
Whistling noise.
Yeah.
Coming up the trail, not the trail we just came from.
No. From the one from in the direction of King's Gate.
So I pin myself to the wall. Is there a wall, a corner I can get cake covered next
Yes.
to? I immediately quickly take cover.
Okay.
I don't know what Berta does, but I did it.
Perfect.
Where are you going? Is it the back acting up again?
Over here.
Fine, I get the picture.
Okay. Hugador, you're stepping up to the castle. It's a nice day. You feeling alright? You hear from the inside sounds of commotion.
Do I know the direction that the commotion's coming from?
From the commotion? Yeah, from the inside behind the castle wall.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and say to myself, Lady Ruby, looks like we got guests.
Okay.
I'm just gonna begin walking with, like, as quietly as I can. I'm gonna just, like, try to stealth my way in. And for any of the commotion, I was whistling She Works Hard for the money.
Okay. Alrighty. You step up to the gates. They're actually a little bit ajar.
Before he goes anywhere, can I still see him? If I peek around the wall?
If you look around the wall, yeah.
So I cast message into his head.
Oh! Okay! Interesting. What are you messaging him?
Intruder. What is your intent?
So, can I respond back?
Yeah. You can reply to this message, remember?
You can reply.
Hi. So, Kieran, intruder, what is your intent? I'm gonna go ahead and, like, stop shuffling and... Ooh, I really need to be careful what I'm drinking. And just, like, keep on walking.
You just keep walking and not thinking?
My entire intent is I gotta lay off the cheap stuff.
Lay off the cheap stuff? So it's
cheap.
I say it again. I do it again to him. I say, interloper, what is your intent?
Kieran knows. I'm gonna look around. This is a shit time to grow a conscience. I'm letting you know that right now.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I cast it a third time. This is the great wizard, Karu Sarvi. I am warning you. What is your intent toward the visitors, to the inhabitants of this castle? Answer or die.
Right.
Do not see
DM.
the giant yellow no trespassers sign.
Would
never
I
added that.
have recognized the name Karu Savi?
Since you have heard of the group of these adventurers, yeah. Yeah.
Which was a mistake from my part. I should have used my mod. Yeah.
Alright.
Like, how often have you been targeted and based off of that name alone, and you're like, oh yeah, let me just
Let's
use
just
that
use it again.
Whatever.
Woohoo!
I mean, to be fair, everyone else is the one who dies from being targeted by his name.
There's too much bat guano. I've been sniffing bat guano for the past 3 days or something. It's been terrible.
Okay.
Let's do it a little wacky on my consciousness.
Kieran, me going, is that my conscience, and then Kieran, Karu Savi. Wait. I know that name, friend. What was it? You're his student, aren't you?
You say I'm history?
You're his student, aren't you?
You're freaking dead.
Alright, I cast it again. Indeed, I am the student of Morty Valtro. Who are you?
Well, I don't have a drink, so introductions are gonna kind of suck right now. But you can call me, and I'm looking around trying to like get an idea of where the voice is coming from.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can call me Hugator Trexter.
He bows.
I love it. I love it.
But I'm not your enemy. I too am a member of the Octad.
The Octad.
Didn't think anybody was here, but this is a good spot to hide from what's going down on in Kingsgate. So,
Before you step forward, explain to me the conditions at King's Gate. It looks to me as if a great rift has taken place. What is the condition of this one that they call the Jester? This laying room.
let's just say he promised to make Kingsgate great again, but he's a shit negotiator. Between the deal that he struck with the dragon and the blood scourge coming back, right now Kingsgate's only good if you want to get sick and die.
Let's see. Indeed.
In fact, they don't really call it Kingsgate nowadays. It's known as Dragon's Gate, but yeah, I guess you guys wouldn't have known since you're on the run. And I assume you're not alone? Maybe you got a little bit of friends with you?
Indeed, you are far outnumbered. You to visit here is not necessarily wise. Why have you not stayed at the Alpatic Ward?
Listen, me and Numb really aren't that great at communicating. I like to gamble, and those hoity-toity kind of guys don't like what I like. And unless there's knowledge that I haven't seen, I do my best outside. I'm going to go ahead and begin shuffling my deck again. So, seeing as you or any of your buddies haven't killed me, how about we have a face-to-face conversation? Usually whenever I'm talking to myself, I'm drunk and lose high spirits.
Okay. This guy's amusing.
What are you talking about?
I step out from behind the pillar. I step up behind the wall. I don't know what... I, again, don't know what Verta's going to do. But I step out, and I see him standing there shuffling his cards. An Octadic wizard, at odds with them, due to vice, coming here in the middle of the night.
Listen,
Hi.
I am strange and unusual amongst the octet. I love to drink, I love to gamble, and I like information. Those prudes, excuse my French, really don't have a acquired taste. Not only that, but when you're kind of low on luck and funds, you'll take any place that really doesn't ask for coin when you need a place to sleep at.
I see. Why in the world should I trust you? You've heard my name. In these parts, I'm not necessarily, as you said, welcome. You know that I'm on the run. Why should I trust you?
You shouldn't. I am a complete stranger. I know you and you know nothing about me. So, I'll tell you what. I'm 74k in debt. I'm shit at my luck. And I'm pretty much wanted. So there, now you know a little about me. Nobody really likes me. I do for less.
God, this guy sounds like a piece of work.
She's from behind the wall, and I'm like, I turn around and I say, "You're telling me." Is the party getting close? The rest of the party getting close to us?
You guys are together right now.
All of us are.
Yeah.
Time.
Oh, that's great. So it wasn't just I was under the impression it was just me and Verta hiding behind the wall.
No. You guys are all together right now.
Okay, that makes it a little easier.
Like, for the first two castings, but then, yeah, we caught up after that.
I see. I'm still like.
In my luck, if I were to present you to anybody looking for you, they'll come after me before you.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
On
Then you're in good
I think we can trust this guy.
I don't know about trust him, but we definitely could use his help.
Really? Get more debt?
Well, I imagine that.
Hey. I'm quite good with deceiving when it comes down to gambling. So if you need somebody to cover your ass, I'm the guy. And I have been known to lick my own wounds. So if anybody else in your group needs to, some healing word or whatnot for a bit of coin, I can help. Gotta pay off my
You
debt
can't
somehow.
deceive your credit card, my guy.
Hey. Credit is shit. When you're like me, your name is all that you have. So you gotta be good with what you do. Never give anything away for free.
I turn around and I look at you guys are now apparently standing there with Stigander looking down on us like.
Do you like cashews?
I'm just letting Verta go. She can just do her thing.
Look, if it's food, especially inside a little container at a spot, I like that. But if you're asking if I'm eating cashews off the ground, nah, not really my type. I'm destitute when I need to be, not when I want to be.
How close am I to this guy?
He's standing about 50 to 60 feet away from you right now.
Like, am I behind him or am I behind him or in front of him?
In front of him.
Ah, dang it. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
You're the bear hug.
I was gonna walk up behind him, slam my spear down, and like kneel behind him, just go, "What about almonds?"
What about almonds?
Actually, Zeroth, you do hear in your mind.
This creature seems deceptive. I don't know why we don't just throw him away right now. Get him out of here.
In my mind, like to Corvos, I want to respond with never mind. It wouldn't work, but I just want to be like, yeah, I kind of agree with you on this. I don't know if we can trust him.
He wears the face of a deceiver, a con artist.
And 74,000 not Corvus. A con artist usually isn't $74,000 in debt.
Fair.
More like a con.
Con artists are my favorite kind of people because they are the ones you can tell when they're lying the most.
I'm more like a con.
It's like they are dishonest to a fault.
That's good.
Well, friends, I don't think we can trust this fellow, and that's why we can't allow him out of our sight. Apparently, you're going to need to come with us.
Or could just lock him in the wine cellar.
That's another option.
Hey. Option 2 sounds really good. Minus the lock.
You want to be drunk when you die, don't you?
I mean, yeah, why not? It'll be a fun ride. But,
People go out swinging, I go out chugging.
Just began just looking at Alex like, is any of this normal? Like, is this normal for your group?
This is very ish, yes, sort of.
Look.
For the stranger characters in our group, yes.
This is absolutely peaceable compared to how we met you, werewolf creature.
Here's how I plan on at least cooling things off. You guys got heat, it's cold outside, and I don't think you have what I have or what I could provide. So how about we get out from the cold, away from prying eyes, and I attempt to buy your trust.
How do we know that you're not...
Money.
Guys, we're not exactly being quiet. We're 60 feet away yelling at him. Maybe we should go inside so that the tracking party doesn't hear us?
You're right. The tracking party's coming from the other side, and this guy might have another tracking party coming behind him. For all we know, we're being attacked by sides.
Yeah, and the castle's more defensible than the courtyard.
Do we have a
Indeed.
moat?
Plus, I think I have a lot of explaining to do about why we're being tracked, why werewolf fucker is with us, where Gassov sat. There's a lot
It
that's
is
happening.
cold. It is very
Let's
cold
go
out
inside.
here.
You had me on more defensible than out here. Let's go. I was thinking of going through the woods. I don't feel like being the object of a manhunt, but by two parties potentially. So bring
We
this
have a
fellow in. I don't know. Do we have a moat?
No, unfortunately, this is a castle without a moat.
We need to figure out some weaponry. We should go inside, and figure out some fortification. Let's get in. Let's go back in again. So
As I'm walking in, I'm just gonna slide my deck into my sleeves, and then begin proceeding like nothing.
All right.
Goes in, see the group, and it has like a 8-foot wolf man.
Oh, never.
All right, Karu, Verda, this is what's
Why
happening.
does that guana?
So, werewolf fucker kidnapped us. We all got teleported to a cage, no doors, no way out. They were gonna kill him also, so we were like, hey, same end goal, let's just work together for a little bit. So, we get out, we decide we're gonna fight. We fought, we lost, they put us back in cages. But this time we were on cages on the outside of the boat, the airship. So I called good buddy Corvos. Good buddies used loosely. He came through. Pause. He came through the wall. He tore a hole through one of their little pipe thingies. Hit my hand. We got back on the airship, and then the airship started falling. As all this is happening, Gassov, I guess we were too far from the Deadlands, and he slowly started dissipating. So Gassov's gone. I don't know if he's back in where we were, or if he is just dead. I have no idea. So airship crashes, we land, we get out. No survivors that we're aware of. Everyone on that ship is dead now except for us. Also, they're doing weird human experiments to make everybody stronger. I don't know why. And then we hear a little insectoid worm thing, which are usually ridden by the Thunukalaki Goliath people, which is my former tribe. The worm is usually ridden by the chieftain, aka Kravak, who is the guy that kicked me out of the party and almost killed me. And then he chased us, and Alex blinded him, so we got away. We're hidden in a cave, and now we're here. And that's the scouting party that's after us, is my family.
Oh no. We have a scouting party of Goliaths coming at us now.
We love family.
And whatever the hell might be following this guy.
It's almost Thanksgiving. We should make
I
a
don't
pie.
kind of reunion.
A family reunion.
Hope they like catch.
Verdo, he responded with, "The Forsaken boy is back. Let's kill him. Don't think pie's gonna fix this."
We have a lot of bat guano.
I would love to throw back guano at him, but I don't think it would hurt him that much. I hit him with my spear. Well, I'd love to feed him back guano too. I don't think it would affect him very much. I did throw my spear at him. It didn't do any good. He just kind of shrugged it off and kept coming. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. We're in Western Telbars, where we are wanted, surrounded by Goliath that wants around me and people I'm with, also known as you, with time hags that want to kill Alex, and then everyone he's with, which happens to be us, and Vexotum's a thing, and all the people that are after Karu, and everyone he's with, which also happens to be us.
Listen, we can portal back out of here. There's a teleport portal. That's how we're here. We can all go in the portal and get the heck out of Western Telbars just as easily as we came in. It's possible.
You happen to find another portal?
Nah, it's the portal that was... When we were here before for that very short while, there's a portal that can take you from here into Kingsgate, into the Manger Castle. Remember, I believe we might have even used it one time.
Yeah, the one...
Remember that portal. Yes, exactly. But the interesting nature of portals, history with Karu for just a moment, bear with me, is that if you can imagine where you're going to another portal that you've been to, you can go between any given portal to any other portal. So I can take you places, but that would mean going to some potentially out of the way locations.
May I say something?
Yes?
I'm going to point out, while I was aligned with the Kenenmuin during that time, they were able to constantly monitor you through scrying and such. Your group in general, really. What's the point in running at this point? Literally everything I heard, all you've been doing this entire time is running away. At this point, maybe it is time for you all to stop running.
Aren't they after you too?
You've been making a lot of enemies, and they're not going down anytime soon unless you do something about it.
Make a point. Not sure how good the point is, but it's a very, very compelling thing to consider.
And we are very close to one of your enemies. Just down the hill.
So what is this? And how can we fight?
Hill, path. Meh, I'm gonna.
There's also an enemy.
And if I am to continue allying myself to you, your enemies will become my enemies. And I would prefer not to have many enemies.
Or we could just kill you. Then you'd have no enemies.
You're a strange one, Vampira. You are a very strange one.
You don't know the half of it. Anyway.
I have
Dude, he was in the back one.
Are you suggesting that we just huddle into Kingsgate and assassinate Laenrun?
Why not? Gets rid of an enemy. It does good for the entire community. As well as it likely takes out a large portion of... Well, it does...
something
it might actually give you a safe place to actually be.
I find this... You know, if we act on this now, he'll never expect it.
Well, the only thing... I might have one other plan. If we go further into the mountains, we fight Kravak and the Goliaths. I kill Kravak one-on-one combat. The tribe is now mine. By right, the tribe would be mine.
Assuming you win.
I'm gonna win. I'm me. I hope.
You have Corvos is the point. And this is exactly the reason I am considering going directly in and attacking and taking out Laenrun, because Corvos might be powerful enough to do it.
Thing is, with Laenrun, even if we kill him, we still have an army to deal with. If we face the Goliath first, I'll have to stay with the tribe. But when you need me, and when you need the Goliath tribe, you have an army of Goliaths ready to take Kingsgate.
You know,
a compelling
I'm not
point.
a betting man, but I think that sounds like a better option. You guys can't take on a jester right now. Are you kidding me? You'll just be walking into your death. And the worst kind of death, not the stabby, we're dead kind.
Not even a wine cellar!
It would also be beneficial if we could get a sending scroll. I could send a message to the main forces of Shadow Deck, tell them that we've passed over the Redaunt, and that we're preparing to go attack the Jester and the Kinemoine.
That sounds like a really good idea.
Are there any other factions in King's Gate that may be willing to aid you?
We could send them a message saying we actually moved halfway across the globe, and we're never coming back.
To be fair, also with Alex and Shadow Deck, they're much more quiet than all of us. If they get into Kingsgate and they can spread word about what's fixing to happen, that can amass more forces also.
This is amazing. I think we should do all of these things. Not all.
I remember reports of you being aligned with an artificer. If my knowledge of Kingsgate is right, and it's admittedly shaky, it's been a while since I was there. There is an artificer guild in Kingsgate.
Yes, there is.
We have a corporate one.
How do you plan on taking them down?
The artificer guild?
No. Getting into Dragon's Gate may be easy, knowing you guys and everything you guys just explained. How do you plan on taking out the Clockwork Coven that's aligned themselves with the Jester?
Choppy till there's no more to choppy.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough to me.
The Coven, unfortunately, they have control over time itself. That could be a problem. But I feel like with an army in the Shadow, are they called Shadow Guild? What are they called?
Shadow Deck.
Shadow Deck. With the army of Goliaths in the Shadow Deck, we have a much better chance, I think, against these than we do alone. So how can we get the sending scroll? Is there any chance that there being sending scrolls somewhere stored away in this castle?
I can ask. Oh, wait. Would I?
That was more a DM question.
Okay, I have a scrying spell. So, if you happen to know the location or people that would guard it within the castle, I can just scry on them. But that's not going to come cheap.
It comes with your head still being attached to your body.
Hey. You're gonna need me. I am actually pretty good what I do, and first one's always gonna go ahead and be free, just so I can stay alive.
You see, the needing you sounds not exactly true. We need me to get the Goliaths. We need Alex to get Shadow Deck. We need Stagander because he knows more about these people than we do. We need Karu because Karu's Karu. we need Verta because Verta makes us all seem normal. I'm yet to see or hear any advice or ideas from you that indicates we need you.
Touche. Out of everybody here, I'm one of the few people that happen to know what's going on in Dragon's Gate.
Well, now you give an idea of why we need you.
Yes, I can spy on those that I'm aware of in Dragon's Gate. That valuable information about the Clockwork Coven. Usually I go ahead and give money for information like that, but you guys got it for free. Not only that, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a 5th level, mass healing word.
So all of you guys gain, what is it, 17 points of healing?
Yeah.
I'm already at full.
Okay.
I still had 4 to go, but yeah, so together could feel that feeling.
I'm still not at full.
Wow.
I don't think anybody here can go ahead and use the saint's magic to heal. So I can contribute to keeping you guys alive.
Which saint?
Which saint what?
Which saint is it that you get your power from?
Hey. Usually, nobody goes ahead and kiss and tell nowadays. So, how about I keep that information to myself, please?
This is so good.
Mamer or something.
I promise you, I don't follow an evil saint. Alright?
Well, you see, I'm less than inclined to let you wander around anywhere. You would be terribly useful if you could walk right back into King's Gate, and I'd be trusting that you weren't walking right back to Leirun and telling him that we were here. But I can't trust that, you see.
If you want, I could accompany him, as my face would be unknown in Kingsgate.
Ah, now you're talking. But on the other hand, aren't you somebody who just recently got a fight with us? How much trust do we have in this guy? How much trust do we have in this guy, Zaroth?
He did work with us to get out of his cell if he kind of had to. But honestly, he could have just ditched us right after we landed, after we crashed the ship, and he stayed with. So.
Okay. Well, I said that sounds as good a plan as any. We need some information from what's going on in King's Gate. Dragon's Gate. But I guess we should probably try Goliaths first. Should we do that?
Out of game real quick. So I guess the plan is kind of swing the party a little bit. Intentionally this time.
I mean, we don't have to leave. It's a day and a half. I mean, what would you guys do best?
We may need the healer with us when we go take on the Goliaths.
Right. Yeah, very true.
So what about
I've already paid off dividends.
Yes. What about 1, take on the Goliaths? 2, try to contact Shadow Deck. 3, I mean, I guess, look, so if we can defeat the Goliaths and get Zaroth in good stead with the Goliaths, then we can send the 2 of these into Kingsgate to try to get a hold of a spell of a scroll.
I could also go into King's Gate. I'd need a different set of clothing, but thanks to this necklace, the jester can't locate me.
Ah, excellent. Maybe that's a better bet, just to send you in alone. It seems like low-hanging fruit to try to fight, because those Goliaths are coming for us anyway, right now.
Yes. Probably their plan.
So if you can defeat... Are you going to challenge... What was the name of that Goliath? You're going to challenge him to one-on-one combat? We can be there for backup?
Yeah, if it seems like I'm starting to lose, then we're cheating and we're all killing them.
Got it.
Honor,
I say that sounds like
The rest would be okay with that.
they wouldn't, but if there's no witnesses, then I killed him myself.
Got a big fireball.
Wouldn't you normally want there to be witnesses?
Yeah.
Really, with this tribe, it doesn't need to be as long as I bring his head back. Honor till near death. Till near death.
Till near death.
Then all honor goes out the window.
Yay.
Right.
And I don't know how. I will probably move the Goliath into the castle once I get them on my side. That way, it's easier to coordinate the attack. But once the Goliaths once I am the leader, once I am the chieftain of the tribe, I won't be able to go with you to find a scroll. I won't be able to go with you to do all these things. I will have to handle the Goliath.
Oh.
Well, to have an army, I can't think of a better idea than to have an army of Goliath on our side when we try to infiltrate Kingsgate.
Well, it seems like
Except for an arm and shadow deck. That would be helpful.
I may not be that needed after we get to Goliaths, because it seems more like a lot of the post-Goliath planning is stealth. And I don't know if you've heard me walk, but I'm not exactly good at that. I'm also 8 feet tall, and very pasty. I kind of stick out like a sore thumb.
Yay.
Wait, when did Zeroth become 8 feet tall?
Ah.
I'm the 8 foot tall one.
I thought he was the shortest Goliath.
He's what is
Yeah.
he, 6? 7 feet. 7
I
feet.
rounded up. Am I 7 or I thought? Or
You
was I
rounded up
7
by a
or
whole
11?
foot. Rounded to the nearest
7,
8 feet.
My bad. I think I put 6'11" originally, and I rounded up to 7 afterwards. Because every short person rounds up.
Not wrong.
And that's not a joke at short people. I am one of them. I'm 5'4" and I round up to 5'5".
100%.
But I think the only issue with Kravak is like 8, 9 feet tall. So he's a lot more imposing than I am.
So,
Oh wait, I can grow now when I get angry enough. I'm gonna kill this son of a bitch.
if you become chieftain, does that mean you're in charge of, like, the money and the treasury?
Goliaths
and the
don't care.
goods?
Goliaths don't care about money. We kill and we take what we want.
Okay, so, how about we help this guy become chieftain?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Makes the most sense.
We help you fight. I can just stand in the cubby in the back and keep you healed. So they will never see you fall. You become chieftain, I help you out, you help me out on a later date. No necessary questioning as to what I need help with. And then, you get what you need. They get an ally and an army. Everybody's happy. That sounds like a plan. And then we help this guy with his shadow deck.
DM, can I insight this guy?
Sure, go ahead.
Like, it's just like there's a
Yes.
tower away. He's just wrapping all of this up and just like his priorities. It's just.
So, Hugador, are you being deceptive in any way? Would you
I
like
am
to
being
roll?
as honest.
Okay. Stigandar, as far as you can tell, he is being very honest. He is genuinely along for the ride. He is trying to help. He may have his own motivations, but you can't quite tell what they are at this point.
Huh.
Suspicious.
Sarah's gonna keep a closer eye on this guy.
Not a
Okay.
normal person.
Hey, can a man go ahead and commit acts of kindness without any repercussions?
No,
I've never met a shadier
Not
group
the
in my
police.
entire life.
Being played down by people called the Playing Card Kings, and you are standing there shuffling cards in front of us.
That's a good
My
Doesn't
point.
exact-
organization's called Shadow
Us.
Deck. We also have a card theme to it.
Everyone likes cards.
Listen.
I guess that's okay, it's fine. Let the cards fall where they will.
Oh gosh.
A lot of card puns.
I
Gonna happen.
love the gamble, and the entire time I'm saying this, like, my deck, the back of the deck, has a sideways hourglass, and no matter how I hold it, the hourglass will always remain
Always
sideways.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And I'm just gonna be like, gambling's my vice. I need to feel that rush. I'm not a member of the playing card kings or group or whatever they happen to be, because I'm always getting myself in situations that don't help me.
you say
That's why
gambling's your
I'm a
life?
free guy. Gambling is my luck. Yes.
I have a
No,
plan. I have a plan. I need to run by you.
Ooh.
Play that card.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Scared once.
And I will proceed to relay this plan that has already been discussed between the two of us that I can't tell today.
Okay. You guys have like talked about this behind my back. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, I'm very excited now. I'm really excited. to see
I
this.
just pulled the whole. I just kind of pulled the whole stop running away thing out of my butt, but it seemed to fit.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have that like devilish grin that you see on his face, and just like, oh,
Yes.
I like that. I like that a lot. Listen, I'm a life cleric, and the only reason why I'm a life cleric is because there's nothing better than putting your own life on the gamble. So, I dig your plan. Let's make that happen.
Should we do this before or after we fight the Goliaths? Because this could give me a power boost enough to defeat the Goliaths.
I go ahead and say after. Usually when you're on a winning streak and you tend to push your luck, my case, I always shit the bed. Let's secure something we know for a fact, and then take that gamble.
Alright, let's do that.
Yay.
Wow.
All right,
All right.
we have a plan, people.
You
We
have a plan. So we're heading up to the Goliaths next. To face
Next session.
Kravik Thunukulathi. Holy shit, that was
Yep.
some crazy roleplay, you guys. Wow. I was sitting there watching. I was like, holy shit, this is cool. Holy.
Yeah.
Oh, the dynamic. Oh, nice. It was awesome.
This is good. I'm digging this new guy.
I
He's
am
cool.
too, man. I'm digging this so much. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Well, we'll pick this up again next
Yeah.
week. Nice.
Yeah.
I'll try to get both of the sessions uploaded if I can, but we'll see if this
Yeah.
stupid thing will let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
Yeah. All right.
All right, y'all. Well, that was a hell of a session. Have a good night.
Good
Good night,
night.
guys.
Good night.